This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
We do have Mitch Norton, our Perth Wildcat,
Yes.
the vice captain in the house.
Jeez,
And he was under pressure early, Nath.
Well, let's talk about his face first.
Yeah, let's talk about
Mitch.
his face,
Firstly,
Mitch.
we want to say Car's looking great. Now,
Yeah.
let's move on to your head.
Lovely.
What's happening?
What's going on there on your lip?
I copped a bit of a elbow from Brady Manick at training yesterday. So
I thought you were friends.
we were.
No, okay.
I made a little comment about his beard, and he didn't take.
Didn't like it.
Yeah, didn't take too kindly to that. But no, it was all accidental. And just
Did
a
your
part of the
tooth
game.
go through your lip or anything, or was it just the elbow that got you?
The inside's a bit cut up, but it didn't go all the way through, so I was pretty close. So it's mainly just the outside.
So you got a stitch?
Got one stitch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then what happened when they gave you a needle?
So yeah, the anaesthetic kind of went through and numbed the left side of my tongue. So I was having enough trouble speaking as it was, let alone numbing the tongue.
So when you were with Sasha, you were making out to the right?
So it's like you'd been at the dentist for some heavy dental work.
Yeah. I sent Sasha a photo and said, I can't wait to see you. And she said,
She
this
said,
gives me a
engagement's
good
off.
reason to keep you at arm's length. So yeah.
How hard is it to speak right now? Because you still got the fat
It's
lip
quite
to go
swollen.
with
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a lip job gone wrong. So yeah, it is a little challenging to talk. But yeah.
But we're going to make you.
Now, as you know, we play darts here during the songs, and we establish some really dangerous rules sometimes. I think we call it danger darts,
Danger darts.
where you have to get a bullseye within a certain period of time or else something's going to happen. So, Mitch, we gave you that song that we
Yeah,
just
I
played
Ain't Worried by One Republic.
to get a bullseye or else
2
what was
minutes,
going to
26
happen?
seconds.
What was going to happen?
You were going to flick me in my lip.
And what happened,
And I'll tell you what, with
Very
about
painful.
15 seconds to go, he has nailed it.
It was
You were sweating
amazing.
bullets there for a while.
Oh yeah, I was very nervous.
But you're a clutch performer. This is what you are. This is why you're, on the Australian Boomers squad,
I know.
by the way. Congratulations.
Well done.
Thank you.
Off to Kazakhstan.
Yeah. I've
No one's ever said they wanna go there.
The last games you played just recently as well, you're over in the Middle East playing.
Yeah.
So
Bahrain,
what,
yep.
you're just doing all the Middle East countries, are you, at the moment?
It seems to be like that. But yeah, I've never been to Kazakhstan.
No.
A couple of teammates on this squad have been to.
Have
been
they?
there. So yeah, they gave us a good little rundown on what it's
What it's like.
and it's pretty cold over there at the moment.
Just
Yeah,
pour
right.
it
So,
everywhere.
so are you
It's,
taking your mankini?
That I won't be. No, it's like -8 right now.
Oh, yeah,
So,
okay.
a little
That is
bit chilly.
negative.
It is.
Yeah. that is.
Wow. So what's it like over in Kazakhstan? Have they told you? What's it like compared to here? Just like
Well, it's colder.
no, I
lot
know colder, but like
They haven't gone into too much detail. Obviously, it's pretty safe.
Yeah.
They wouldn't send us there if it wasn't.
There's a big mining industry in Kazakhstan, so there's a lot of Australians go over there to work
Yeah, nice.
in the mining industry.
What's their money called? Do you know? Can you
um,
check that out now for me?
Kazakhstan dollar,
Kazakhs? I don't know.
Tanga?
Stannies,
Tanja?
Tangier? No.
Borats.
Borat dollars?
Yep.
Okay,
10
I get
Borats,
it.
please.
I think that's the one thing they
The
told us
tang,
not
the
to
tangy.
The tangy,
do.
the ten
Is talk about Borat over there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
don't
I
do
don't
it.
Yes, you
think
do
that.
not.
Yeah,
They're not happy.
Yeah, the tangy, yeah.
The tangy. Well, there you go. You learn things.
What's
on
that
this
worth,
show.
Harry? I'll
What?
keep chalking to Mitch, find out how much that's worth. In
It's
Aussie dollars.
worth not a lot.
What's
I
the
think
33,
$1 like-
33 Australian cent?
Uh,
100.
no, not
That's
even.
less than
no,
33.
less.
It's 3 cents.
Yeah.
So we could go over there and be millionaires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference for you here?
That's actually a really good point. He got you with that one. He got you with that one, though.
He's itching for a lick flick.
Now, the game that we saw against Tassie was
The Jack
horrendous.
Jumpers.
So what was going on there, Mitch?
Yeah, it wasn't a good game. Obviously, the frustrating thing for us as a playing group was the coaches sent out a clip, everything that Tassie do extremely well, and sitting there on the bench in the fourth quarter, I was like, man, I feel like I've seen this before.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay, yeah, it was.
the videos sent in the
Yeah.
in the group chat
wow.
night before a game. So that's probably the thing that's most frustrating for us as a playing group is we know exactly what they were going to do, how they were going to do it,
And then they did it.
They just
And
did
you
it,
couldn't
yeah.
stop them.
It's like when there's a horror movie and someone, you don't run upstairs,
Yeah.
and they do. And it's like,
Yeah.
have you
Yeah.
not seen a horror movie?
Yeah.
Exactly
learn.
right.
The defence, for allow them to score so many points in the first half, massive third quarter, massive second quarter against you, that was probably, I don't know, from looking from afar, that was the disappointing part.
Yeah, I think so.
Shaun was disappointed.
He wasn't angry. He was just disappointed.
Yeah. There was a lot of people in that change room that were disappointed. But yeah, I think that's one thing you can't do against Tasmania is, fuel the fire. And turning the ball over and giving them offensive rebounds is something that they do really well. And any team shoots 17 threes, it's going to be extremely hard to win. And we didn't score that many threes against Cairns, in Cairns, and we put a number on them. So defending the 3-point line is a big one for us.
I've got an idea on how you guys can win under pressure. And that is, why don't we cut all your lips, put a stitch in it, and then the coach be threatening to flick your lip?
Yeah.
Flick lip.
Yeah. Well, we know it works for you.
Not work.
It worked here today.
It worked this morning.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm open to any
So
ideas.
the threat of physical danger might work. Yeah.
This game against Southeast Melbourne, though, puts you right under pressure, as Nathan's talking about, the pressure. Lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, it does. I think as a group, to come out and get a victory at home against Southeast will do wonders for us as a team, as a pretty fresh team, to show that we can go through highs and lows and get it kind of back on track. So for us, it is about this game. It's a huge game for us, and we're just pumped to be here.
I want to say Luke Travis needs to lift his game. He was drafted at 53, right? He's drafted 50 in the NBA.
Into the NBA, yeah.
So that tells me that you should be able to get the ball, two bounces and dunk just about every time. That's how I see it. And you played in the Summer League. He's got to start giving more. He's waiting for the NBA to call you up, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and say, "Oh yeah, we're ready for you now." No, they're ready for you when you start putting 20 points in the bucket every single game.
You're not alone saying that, because Mitch was saying that while he was playing darts.
Yeah, no, I think the thing with LT is he can impact the game in so many different ways that he doesn't have to score 20 points a night. So this isn't me going back at you.
It would be
Go.
But it would be good.
I mean, you're not going to knock it back.
Yeah.
But he's a good rebounder for starters.
He rebounds the ball well. He can impact the defense.
Is he having a double-double every night?
He has the ability to.
So do I.
No, you don't.
No, I
but that's even
disagree.
more annoying if he's got the ability to and he's not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I disagree.
But, no, but I think he can impact the game on the defensive end as well, and I think that's where we need the most help at the moment. And I think there's going to be a big shift in our mindset towards this game.
All right,
When's Shaun back? When's he playing? Is he back playing?
He's back playing. He had another week on the training paddock with us, which has been great for him and his confidence. We're looking forward to having him back at full strength.
Yeah.
We look forward to you dominating and setting the scene early days too with your lip.
You and your lip.
You and Louis the lip.
Look like a tough guy.
Good on you, Mitch. Appreciate you coming in as always.
Thanks,
Legend.
guys.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
We're going to kick off with Novak Djokovic, and he's hopefully will be able to play in the Australian Open because he was given a 3-year visa ban because coming over here. That should be wiped off.
Appealing that.
Yeah, they're appealing that, and they're waiting to see if he can actually play in the Australian Open. He's a 9-time winner already, and
didn't they deny him in America just recently?
Yes, he wasn't able to play in the US Open as well.
For the same
Times have
reason,
changed.
yeah.
Same reason, I know.
There's no question he should be able to then come down and compete. He's worn it. He stood up for what he believed in. We all kind of bagged him out, but he believed in that situation. He didn't play, so that's already enough.
Well, no. To be fair though, it's not about tennis. It's about he arrived here without the appropriate visa, and anybody else that does that would be banned for 3 years.
I know, but
I'm not saying they should ban him,
but
I'm saying
the Victorian government and also Tilly is his last name.
Craig
Tiley, who runs Australian tennis. He was led down that path by them, and
so
also the
anybody
government
that then arrives and says, "Oh, well, they said I could come," is that their excuse?
I think it's on another level now. It's completely on another level.
I mean, it's interesting that it's one law for him and one for everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because he's at the elite level. They want him to come down and play in Melbourne Park.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's about, isn't it?
So no, he should be able to play, and hopefully he's back playing tennis at the top level, and we'll see what he's made of. If he can overtake Rafael Nadal as the world's greatest Grand Slam winner. There you go.
I don't want him to.
Yeah, well, let's ban him. Let's ban him for 3 years.
I know.
We just love Rafa. I just love the Rafa Roger thing. He's adorable.
He seems like the nice one, Rafa.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I know.
I think a lot of people are in your corner, no doubt about it. If you look at the paper today, you'll
Nathan's going
see...
to put drugs in his bag.
I'm going to Chappelle copy this situation.
If you look at the paper today, you'll see Nick Natanui and Nat Fife and the West Australians build up all these players back training. Oh, my God, it's amazing.
Well, isn't it just when they go back training? Isn't that what they're supposed to be doing?
He was in a paddock, wasn't he?
He was in Nicaragua.
Yeah, Fife, he's a crazy traveller. He loves South America. He gets over there a lot and
But
goes
my
around
thing
all
with
those...
Fife is post is right. So you just said you trained. I didn't see it. I just said
Yeah.
you walked through a thing. I was
With a-
looking sweaty and there's a ball in the paddock.
With
I don't
a-
know what happened.
That's right.
I could take a video today and pour some water over me and go, oh, God, that was a hard training session, wasn't it? Hashtag fit.
Just for everybody out the West Australian, they're professional. This is what they do for a job. So
Yes.
it's no surprises that it's
That
kind
they're
of written like,
training,
they're
yeah.
back early. No, this is what they've been doing for the last however many weeks since
To
they've
be
not
fair,
been playing.
they follow us around when we're on holidays and say, oh, my God, they were talking. Look, they were talking while they're on holidays.
Wow, they're keeping match fit.
Hockey Australia are looking at a possibility of moving the elite program from Perth over to the East Coast. And Melbourne and Canberra, the ACT put up their hand and said, hey, we will
take
be
it.
a part of this. The West Australian government said, hey, we're going to chuck in $130 million to make sure we have a centre of excellence and therefore keep the programs over here in WA. This contract ends with the Australian High Performance Hockey Administration in 2024. So we've got 2 years.
So, but there's a chance that we might build this amazing thing and then they're like, see ya.
See you later. I was... no one wants to lose anything here. We want to
No.
make sure that we have
And it's
something
been here for
to
so
offer.
long and they've been so
84,
successful.
Nat, 84.
Yeah, they've been so successful, historically. You go, why mess with that?
Well, the problem is there's normally probably around 2 or 3 West Australians in that group,
Yeah.
and then there's 15 or so, 20 coming from the East Coast.
Yeah.
So relocating them, and under the current circumstances where everyone's saying mental health issues, I'm not allowed to see my family, friends, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, so it
would be
doesn't matter about
worthwhile
the
having it
WA
over
players'
there.
mental health. They can go.
No, well, numbers speak.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that a lot of people dabble in so many different sports, but not too many people go, oh, I'm going to want to try hockey.
And
Have you
yet
ever
we're
wanted-
so successful in it internationally.
Have you ever wanted to try hockey?
Who are these people
seriously?
playing hockey?
Seriously playing hockey? No, we played at school, obviously.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
had to.
Yeah.
But you like playing tennis.
Yeah.
You love to have a hit of a volleyball, like get on a basketball hoop. Kick a footy.
Yeah.
Hockey, we never put it in the mix, do we?
We don't put it in the mix, Nath.
And yet we're the best in the world at
I
it.
know.
Does
It's
it
amazing.
need more respect?
Oh, there's just like shin pads and a stick, and then running, and no. It's a lot, and all power to them, but it's a lot.
And finally, Danelle Wallam came out and hit the match winner in the Diamonds game against the English Roses.
She didn't
Australia
just
got up
hit the match winner.
55-54.
To take that layup shot, you rarely see it in netball, what she did last night.
Yeah, it was the play to get the ball to in the first place.
Yes.
I'm sure the girl took more than one or two. It looked like the Australian girl took more than one or two steps to even
Take
get the
the
ball.
intercept, is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
You see
And
that?
they move so quickly, but no, yeah, she it was above board. But yeah, then to get it to Danelle Wallam, who then took a massive step forward to do it, and a proper layup that went in while the pole was shaking. It was extraordinary.
Yeah.
On the buzzer, pretty much.
Yeah, I know.
it
The
was
only thing that
unbelievable.
could make it better would be someone to pay her $50 million for that shot. Because people are going, she shoved it right back in everyone's faces. Like, well, not unless they're getting some cash back.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.